Hi, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a chatty get ready with me. Well, at least as chatty as I can be while I try a whole bunch of new products. These are all products that I either picked up recently at the Sephora sale or things that I had in my collection that I just haven't used yet. So we're just going to be kind of experimenting and throwing things on my face and seeing what works and what doesn't. If that sounds like a good time to you, go ahead and settle in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Holly and I create mostly beauty but also lifestyle content here on YouTube. If that's your jam, consider subscribing because I'd love to have you in the family. And now that we're introduced, we're just going to go ahead and jump into the video. So I took a shower not too long ago. I've literally done nothing. I haven't prepped my skin. I'm wanting to make sure I have a very hydrated base because my skin has been very dry and flaky. And I can't do any kind of like exfoliation right now or any kind of masks because I'm going to be doing a microneedling session on Tuesday. So I have to keep my skincare pretty basic. However, I don't want to be a greasy mess because I want to test a new foundation and I don't want it to slide off. Normally my go-to when I'm just trying to have a simple moisturizer is this Kiehl's. But I'm also wanting to try this Supergoop SPF, but this is a chemical SPF, which means it actually needs to sink into your skin, which means you should put it on sooner rather than later so that it can sink in, versus a mineral SPF, which you can put on top because it physically blocks sun. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on. I'm going to see how my skin feels with just the SPF on. Let's hope I'm not ruining the day already. So you gotta have like about a teaspoon. This doesn't smell very good. I'm just gonna tell you that. It has like a very almost alcohol smell. Very minimal sunscreen smell. Definitely feels light, like as far as like not having like a sunscreen. However, it is a little bit oily, so I don't know that I want to put on another moisturizer. Okay. So you need to let this sit for a little bit. You need to let the chemical SPF sit a little bit. I want to let it do its thing. Maybe the texture and finish will change as well. I want to talk a little bit about hair. I haven't been loving my hair, and so I've just been like kind of pretending I don't have it. I did get this Tangle teaser. I saw Lanny, I don't know how to say her first name, Lanny Ozark talk about this, and so I decided to pick one up, and it's really nice for brushing your hair out while it's wet without like pulling on your hair. So I would suggest picking one of these up. I got mine at Target for like $12 or something like that. So if you wash your hair often, if you have like hair that's prone to being tangly, you definitely want one of these. So I was under the weather for a while, which is why I had like a whole week of not filming videos, and I just didn't get a lot of rest, and I've been having this like lots of not sleep, lots of stress, and so my under eye circles have gotten really dark. So I decided to pick up this Bobbi Brown Skin Corrector stick. It's a stick version of her like little pot corrector. Oh wow, okay. I got it in the shade Light Bisque. Just kind of show you what that looks like. I haven't used very many Bobbi Brown products, so I have no idea what to expect from this, but I am going to put it on my under eyes and hope for the best. Okay, I just put a teeny tiny little bit. Let's see how that looks. I should have done one eye and then done the other so we could get a comparison, but whoops. Oh, actually that's really nice, I can tell. I mean, nothing is going to make my dark circles go away completely. Just because hereditarily, I have dark circles. Health-wise, I have some health things. I have dark circles. Lack of sleep, dark circles. Excessive amounts of stress, dark circles. So nothing is going to get rid of them. But we can try to hide them as much as possible. I like the finish. It doesn't look dry under my eyes. It's not heavy. I wonder if I can build it up a little bit, particularly where they are the darkest. I don't know if that helped. Okay. So when it came to foundation, I didn't know if I wanted to do the Kosas foundation because I didn't really like it. And I picked up like some sponges because I thought it might apply better with a sponge. However, I don't know that I want to do that. So I think I might use this Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. I picked it up in the shade 16C. I'm worried that I didn't get the right shade. See, like one person I watched who has similar color to me got it all the way in 20, and then like Amanda Z, who I feel is got a paler complexion than me, she picked it up in 16C, but then Khaki got it in like 12, I think. So I don't know if this is a good shade match, and we'll see. I hate taking things back just because I know at Sephora they just have to throw things away, so it's like kind of a waste. But then if I have a product that doesn't work for me, it's a waste of money for myself. So like, it's like who gets to do the wasting, me or Sephora? I don't know. Anyway, so this is what the package looks like. It is in a plasticky tube, which is fine because if you want to travel with this, you don't really want it to be like glass, or if you're prone to knocking things over. So let's see. Oh, this also has SPF 20 in it. You really don't want to rely on your makeup as your SPF because you have to put a whole bunch on, and also 20 is really not high enough. So it is nice that this is like added protection, but I wouldn't use it as my only SPF. Okay. I can't figure out how to get the lid off. Oh, okay. I thought this was gonna have a pump. It is a squeeze. I don't know how I feel about that. I did grab a brush. I have the Rare Beauty foundation brush, and I also have some sponges, which I think I already showed you somewhere around here. Yes, sponges. I'm gonna try this with my fingers first to see how that application works. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere today, so if it looks terrible, it's fine. Okay, so as you can see, that provided like next to no coverage, which isn't surprising because it is a tinted moisturizer. I think the next time I'm going to try to do some green color correcting before I use this. I've seen Hannah Louise Poston use some green color correctors to really help her reduce her redness, and I think that would help me appreciate some of these lighter coverage tinted moisturizers and foundations if I can reduce my redness first and then even out with the foundation. Does that make sense? But so far, this is really nice. I can see why people like it. It feels really good on the skin. It literally feels like nothing, which I know, given that there's not a lot of coverage, that would make sense. But sometimes products with no coverage can still feel heavy. Like for me, the Kosas definitely feels heavier than this. The Ilia Serum foundation feels heavier than this. Obviously the Fenty foundation feels heavier than this. I would say it feels pretty light, like almost like Glossier white. I would say it's almost like Glossier levels of lightness, but it does provide a bit more coverage than the Glossier skin tint. I am going to have to rethink what I'm going to do the rest of my complexion because it didn't blank out my canvas quite enough. So I'm having a lot of like that residual redness peek through. So I'm not going to want to put a blush on. I did have this Patrick Ta She's Blushing that I wanted to try, but I can already tell my face is just too red for that. Like that's not gonna, it ain't happening. So we're gonna have to kind of backtrack as far as colors go. Okay. Ooh, this is really nice. It like magnets closed. It's like, boop, very nice. I can understand why this isn't in a pump now that I know how liquidy it is, even though I prefer a pump. Okay, so I was originally going to use this Sephora collection eyeshadow, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. I think I'm going to reach for an old one that I haven't used a lot. This is the mini nude from Natasha Denona. I don't really reach for this very often because it's very warm. However, I'm kind of trying some new colors. I got my hair highlighted and it's really, really blonde when it's dry, like super blonde. Like, to be honest, I don't like it, but I can't do anything about it because my hairdresser is in Hawaii and I can't see her until May. So I just have to deal with it. But that being said, the colors that look good on me are different now than when I had really dark hair. So I'm trying to experiment with more warm tone eyeshadows. Speaking of hair that is a little too light, I don't know what to ask my hairdresser to do to fix it because it's over highlighted, and we did highlights to kind of blend the grays that I got during COVID without having to do something that requires coming in and getting my regrowth covered. And I don't want my hairdresser to think like it's her fault that I don't like it. It's just that I'm a fickle person and I changed my mind and I don't want it to be as blonde as it is. So, but I also don't want my hair to be green, which is why, like, obviously I'm not going to try to do anything to it myself because I don't want to mess it up. And box color is like the worst thing you can do to your hair, which is something I have learned recently because I used to box color my hair all the time. But if you go to the salon, they don't want you to box color because it causes your hair to behave unpredictably when your hairstylist colors it. So this is a very warm, like orange color. I'm using some free brush that I got in a Nipsey bag to put it on my eye. I did order some of the rougher brushes because I heard Hannah Louise posted talking about them because she has hooded eyes just like I do. So for her eyes are actually bigger. Mine are hooded and small. But she was just talking about how they're good for hooded eyes. So I went and I ordered them. They're probably in my mailbox as we speak, but I just haven't left the house. Like I literally haven't even gone to the mailbox. So I'm just putting this down. This brush is a little too fluffy. There's not a lot of control. Not crazy about it. Let me see what else I have. Anyway, so about my hair, it's over lightened, but I don't know what to ask for to fix it. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I think I might have to ask for like a darker tone. I'm not sure. Like when she tones it, normally I go in to tone it so it's not brassy. And so maybe I can ask her to make a darker tone mix. I don't know. Okay, so I'm putting this right now in the center of my eye. This is a very out of my comfort zone eye look because it is extremely warm. Oh, this is a smudge brush from Target. And I just took this, like, this color right here and put it on the inside of my eye. This is why I don't do these Chatty Get Ready With Me's, because I have a hard enough time putting makeup on, much less trying to talk at the same time. Normally I end up stopping the application to talk. I should have done something to like deepen the outer corner, but I didn't, and I'm not going to because I already don't like this. So I'm not going to spend any more time on it. So Natasha Denona nude palette is a fail for me. We're going to use some mascara. This is the Dior Show Overcurl. I did want to ask you guys about, I know you're just coming here and wanting to know my opinion, and I'm over here asking you stuff. My eyebrows are very dark and I don't want to bleach them. So when my hair looks blonde, like when it's dry, it's a really huge contrast. So I was trying to think, how can I make my eyebrows look lighter without permanently lightening them? And I was thinking of like probably like a brow tint in a lighter color might help soften the look. I don't know. If you have a suggestion for a brow tint, or if you know a suggestion for how to make my brows not look so contrasty with my hair, that would also be great. Anyway, this Overcurl mascara is really nice. My hands are really greasy, so it's hard to open it. So this is what the wand looks like. Obviously, very curved. You do have to be a little bit careful because if you put too much on, you're going to have clump city. So I'm not putting mascara on my lower lashes. I just haven't been feeling that lately. And I also don't curl my eyelashes. I do have the Shiseido hella expensive eyelash curler, but something about curling my eyelashes scares me. Like, I feel like I'm gonna do it and then one day all my eyelashes are gonna break off. So, and also I'm very lucky to have pretty long lashes that curl fairly well, so I don't need to use it. So for lips, I'm gonna use a product that isn't new. I did get the Merit lipstick in the shade Baby, but it's just really, really brown. I probably should have went with the millennial pink color, but we're gonna stay with Merit. This is a really great formula. I wish I had it in all the colors. I like it better than the lipstick, but I'm also just more of a gloss / oil person than a lipstick person. Okay, so this is the makeup. I'm not crazy about it, but I also knew I wasn't going to be because I don't like warm colors. I'm going to try and dry my hair, I think. That way you can see what this looks like with the blonde hair. So I don't know what I did, and maybe it's just in the sunlight, but right now my hair doesn't look that blonde. But if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that sometimes it does. So I need to remember this combination so that I can have my hair look darker. Because I used a Bumble & Bumble shampoo, which I don't normally use. And then I also used a Bumble & Bumble conditioner. So I need to remember that. I'm going to my in-laws for Easter, and I love my husband, but my in-laws are not always very kind about what I look like. And so I didn't want to show up with like super blonde hair because I would never hear the end of it. And so I was like trying to figure out, I was like, okay, how can I make my hair less blonde before Easter? What can I do? Do I have a hat? Do I have a kerchief? Like, I know it's really crazy, but I'm trying not to cry because it's just a really crappy situation. But like, I don't want to get ganged up on about what I look like on Sunday. So I'm glad to see that this combination looks a little bit less blonde. As far as the makeup goes, I am never doing this combination again. I do like the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer, but I'm probably going to declutter that Natasha Denona Nude Eyeshadow Palette. I've had it for a while, and I think I've only used it like a couple of times, and now I'm remembering why, because this like warm orangey gold just doesn't look very good with my extremely pink undertones. And this lip can play a little bit better with my pinkiness depending on what it's paired with, but like this combination just doesn't look very good. However, no one's gonna see me. I'm gonna go check my mail, and then I also have to do like a Target pickup order. So this was a Chatty Get Ready With Me. This is proof that sometimes makeup just doesn't work out. Like, you come in with the best intentions and then you put it on your face and you're like, oh my God, what happened? But it's okay because it just washes off. And so we have learned some lessons here as far as products that I don't like together. So I hope this was at least entertaining for you. I hope you got to know me a little better. And until next time.